Maybe.
When we go to when we
It's a
go back to
test
the live
run, so we'll
recordings.
see.
Yeah.
We'll see
If
how
It's
it
our
works.
first run with this,
But if not, I'll
Yeah.
just, edit a Impractical Talkers logo. Edit the Jacoby Brissett video right on top of Ringo.
Okay.
That's-
But so the Colts' future in jeopardy. They don't know we don't know where they're going to go this year. It just opened the door for a lot of other teams in the AFC to make some noise. Maybe some teams you didn't think of that could have made some noise now have an opportunity. It's crazy news coming Saturday night. Andrew Luck is retired. Is he doing another press conference today, or another press conference this week?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's possible. I just didn't hear anything or see anything.
Well, the Colts still have a talented team. They have a great linebacker, and that guy Leonard they drafted last year.
They have a great offensive line. So Jacoby Brissett's walking into a great situation. So he's got every reason to do his best.
They have a capable Marlon Mack in the backfield.
Yep.
So
Yep.
they're not a bad team, but like Jacoby Brissett's no Andrew Luck. So I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
This has nothing to do with the Colts, but did you see the fantasy impact that this will have? Not only from people who are already 1 week out of the season drafted Andrew Luck, and now they got to see what they could do there, but also T.Y. Hilton's going to drop.
Yep.
So Jacoby Brissett's obviously going to go up a little bit in ADP, even though he's a backup in fantasy, some would say.
Who?
Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, okay.
And then I saw
Eric Ebron. What a great tight end. He was a great breakout
Yeah,
year.
he finally had a breakout year last
Finally
year,
had a
and
good
now now he's not going to be taken as seriously as he would have been.
There's still weapons on that. I forgot. And then Jack Doyle. There's still weapons on that offense.
Yeah, so if Jacoby Brissett could step in and run it smoothly, they're still, I'd go with 9 wins around there with them. But the fantasy impact, I saw a video on Twitter. Literally, they were at the draft. O.J. Simpson drafted him, and then got the news.
O.J. What's his name? Andrew Luck. You better watch out. O.J.'s coming for you.
Yeah.
Have another trial of the century.
Oh boy!
But that's Andrew Luck news. Anything else comes up, we'll be sure to talk about it. We'll be sure to tweet about it. But Andrew Luck retiring at age of 29 on Saturday night due to injuries one year after the other, whether it be concussion, neck injury, rib injury, calf injury this offseason, which he didn't play at all. And they were expecting him week 1. Didn't happen.
Yeah, and Practical Talkers wish him all the best in his retirement, whether it be something.
Good guy Tom here.
Well, because it's true. He's a great guy. I saw a video on Twitter.
He's a great guy. Tom knows him personally.
Well, no, it's just you see the sportsmanship. Whenever he gets hit hard,
you're right.
He's talking.
You're right.
He's like, "Oh, nice hit, big man." Like, how do you not love that? Like,
they booed him.
Like, that's just ridiculous.
It's unbelievable.
But overwhelmingly booed.
Yeah,
it was.
You don't hear that.
Even if you were, let's say you were a fan in the audience that wasn't booing, or you were cheering him, you're now associated with that. Unfortunately, if you're like a good guy and you were just cheering,
it just goes to show you that these fans only care about the team and they don't care about they only care about the player Andrew Luck, not the person Andrew Luck.
Because now
that's true too.
Going to be bad, and now they're going to be a miserable fan.
Yeah. They're upset that they're going to be upset for the season, but this guy's heartbroken that he has to make this tough decision, one of the biggest decision of his life. He even said it. Yeah. Obviously, it is. He doesn't even have to say it, but it's unbelievable. And the fans have to give him that as a send-off.
I know. And fans were calling the Colts trying to get refunds on their season tickets.
Oh my God! I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I saw it this morning on Twitter. But all right, well, that's the Andrew Luck story. Again, we'll follow up on if anything else. Anyone else want to say something before we move on to the Schmetz?
Well, oh God, how do
I actually have something I wanted to say, but Tom, go first.
I want to say something. I was going to say I want to say something for 40 minutes. Then, if that means we don't get to what happened with the Mets, but no, I'm just quickly thinking. Everyone's saying, "Oh, it's shocking this, shocking that." So, what about when Rob Gronkowski retired? I know it was led up for a year or two, like, oh, he's going to retire this year. He's going to retire this year.
Yeah, there was a big build-up. That's why. There was no build-up.
Yes, I was going to say.
Exactly.
That's the whole reason. But Gronk is in sort of the same shoes as Andrew Luck in the sense of just injuries. Young age. He could have played for another, at least, I would say, 3 to 5 years. And then he just retires because of injuries. So I think it's sort of in the same realm, but it's because we were held in the dark with Luck. He only thought about it last week or so.
And we were all
we were ready for it for a couple of years. So, that's the difference there. But also, I saw a Doug Gottlieb tweet.
I saw it.
And I just can't believe he would tweet something out like that. that's just disrespectful for Luck and for anyone who ever was rehabbing through an injury.
He just did it for reaction.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But he tweeted out that retiring because they don't want to go through rehab again is such a millennial move. That's just ridiculous to say when you see this guy pour out his heart and soul into the game every week, and he's rehabbed how many injuries. So it has nothing to do, in my mind, with him wanting to get back onto that field or willing to rehab. It's just for his benefit, for his well-being, not to put his body
for
on
his
the
sanity.
line. Yeah.
He lost the drive and the passion to play. That's what injuries do to you. And, I think he just tweeted that for just the reaction because he does seem like a guy that would do that.
Either way, it's just something that is
Good
asinine.
Guy Tom. This is the IT Sports Show featuring Good Guy Tom today.
All right.
So, Ringo, anything else before we move on to the baseball weekend? The players.
Yeah, just what I want to say in reaction to Andrew Luck is now I think you're going to see a lot of teams with young quarterbacks bulk up on their offensive lines to do everything they possibly can to keep these guys healthy, like a little more than they normally would, in order to prevent their franchise quarterback retiring at the age of 30.
It took till now for them to get a good offense. Yes, so never mind. Yeah, the Colts just recently got a good offense.
Their offense.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. No, his first few years, he was obviously because he was getting banged up, and that's what was the cause of all these injuries. And every year it was something. And Andrew Luck would always get banged up. Yeah.
So I
think you're going to see a lot of that moving forward. Like
make it a priority.
Make it more of a priority than it is. I mean, it is a priority, obviously, but just make it a little more. Because they don't want this happening to their. They don't want this happening to their team.
You don't want an Eli behind there with the Giants' offensive line.
Eli, Colts, year or so, maybe. Who knows?
Eli to the Colts. Eli's just got to worry about keeping his job for 3 games at least.
I was going to say, I don't like how this is looking. I feel like this is coming to be Daniel Jones will be starting very soon.
No, he should start the whole year.
I don't see that happening.
I don't. Eli's like a disaster.
I think he should sit out the whole year as the plan, and then unless Eli gets hurt or Eli just cannot throw a football anymore and they bring him on, then okay.
Yeah,
but I feel like it might be another, let's just throw Geno Smith in there for a game. Like, let's just throw
Geno.
Yeah, that still kills me how his record was broken because of Geno Smith. That kills me.
It wasn't because of Geno Smith. It was because of your coach.
Yeah, Ben McAdoo.
Well, yeah. But I don't blame Geno Smith. Geno Smith, how dare you? But it's Ben McAdoo and Geno Smith.
But do you also understand, Tom, that was the right decision to make?
No, it was not the right decision to make at all.
The coach isn't worried about the record. The coach is worried about evaluating his talent that he has. The Giants were eliminated, and they had Geno Smith on the roster. And
you just said it right there. The Giants were eliminated. They had Geno Smith on the roster.
On the team
Geno Smith is not going to be your franchise quarterback. You don't need to evaluate him over one game to know that.
Obviously, Ben McAdoo felt the need to in order.
Ben McAdoo is still the coach of the Giants.
No,
he knew that.
I agree with Ringo's reasoning, but I don't agree with Geno Smith. Is the reason.
If you're telling me it was a Patrick Mahomes Smith sort of situation, okay, you're telling me that it's going to be a franchise quarterback for years to come, and we want to see him put him in a regular season game. Okay, Geno Smith is not that quarterback.
I agree. I agree with you that Geno Smith had very limited potential, but for whatever reason, Ben McAdoo wanted to see it, so he made the decision. He went about it the wrong way. What aggravated Giants fans and all that was that he said that Geno Smith gives us the better chance to win. That's obviously false. What he should have said was like we're eliminated and we're evaluating talent and stuff like that. If he would have said that, I guarantee you the media outlash wouldn't have been as big as it was. Eli Manning's precious starting record was broken, but you can't coach with worrying about that. You gotta coach your team. You got to see what you have to see who's worth keeping for the next.
Ben McAdoo just went about it in the wrong way.
No, I agree. Exactly. You can't coach for records, or you can't coach for this or that. You have to coach for winning and keeping the team the best as possible. But it just goes back to it was Geno Smith. That is it. That is all I have to finish on with the Eli Manning record. It was Geno Smith. It wasn't a quarterback that is going to be a franchise quarterback for years to come.
But he's don't sign him. Then don't sign him. If he's not going to be there,
seeing can this guy be a capable backup for this team?
You sign people as backups. You don't sign Nathan Peterman because you're going to have him start for 3 years.
I agree with
no, but for whatever reason,
but Ben McAdoo went about it like, if he's just trying to say like we're eliminated, we want to evaluate our talent for the rest of the year. See if Geno Smith could be a capable backup for our team down the line. Yeah, that's fine.
Whatever the reason is, but he just said that Geno Smith gives you guys a better chance to win, and that's obviously a false statement.
An idiot, and Geno Smith
exactly.
Yeah.
So the move was right, just the way he delivered it was wrong, and that's what exactly.
All right.
John Gruden would have been upset.
We went on with the football, and
I need execution.
This one that's happened 3 years ago, right? 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Yep, that whole Eli saga. But we'll take a break from football now. We'll move on to Players Weekend in the MLB this past weekend. Little people had their opinions to say about Players Weekend. We'll do quickly the jerseys. I think last year teams were allowed to express their own jerseys, right? Everyone had their own custom jerseys last year. This year it was like home team white, away team black, and that was every team. Some teams pulled off, like on the Yankees, I think it looked really cool on the black.
I think the black looked 100 times better than the white.
Yeah.
The white, the helmets were cool with the white. That looked pretty slick. But
then they threw a curveball and threw a black hat on the white uniform.
Yeah, so you can't. So
which was weird.
No, so it doesn't distract the pitcher. It doesn't distract the batter from when the ball comes out of the pitcher's hand. It
I know what you're saying.
Same thing happened to Tyler Wade yesterday. He had a silver bat, and they said you can't use that. He had like a silver white bat, and they're like, you can't use that because it'll distract the fielders for when the ball comes and it goes into a white on white. Like the white ball goes to the white bat, they won't be able to see where the ball gets hit.
Yeah. No, you're right. I didn't think of that, but also, just they didn't think it through because if they wanted to go all white, the black hat, just from like a fashion standpoint, I guess it just didn't look good. It was weird, but obviously
they just had like whatever lettering the uniforms usually are, like Braves red, have a red hat. Yankees dark blue hat, whatever it was.
Yeah, it could have worked.
Yeah, it could have had the color hat or just the hat that they always wear.
Yeah,
or they could have just not made these jerseys.
Yeah, I know they could just
that would have worked too.
I think that would have been the best bet.
Jerseys. But another annoying thing, like they have the black, and all white, and the Players Weekend. A big emphasis on Players Weekend is the nicknames. The jerseys, you couldn't even read the nicknames because they blended in with the color of the jersey on the back of the jersey. It was like black on black, white on white.
I don't know how this got passed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like what jerseys lost to these jerseys? Like if they held two designs up, who said no? That one's bad. This one's good.
we need names.
Yeah, I don't.
You need answers.
They were able to be creative and have their own jerseys. This year was just home's white, black is away.
Yeah.
Because when I first saw it on the Met game, I was at work Friday night. I'm like, since when did the Mets wear, like, I thought it was like a vintage jersey. I'm like, when did the Mets wear all black?
It was like color rush jerseys.
Yeah, it was like, but then I'm like, everyone's wearing these color jerseys. So, and then you couldn't read the names on them. Yeah, so.
But then with the nicknames, I found it hilarious because Jacob DeGrom. his nickname was DeGrom.
Yeah, Gardner, I'm pretty sure was Gardner.
I think some players choose not to have nicknames. I think.
My favorite was Mark Melancian. His name was Melancian. And
I saw that.
Pronounce it. Like if you were to type in Melancian on Google, it would have like the dashes in it to pronounce it properly. That was his last name. I thought that was funny. Yeah,
that's good.
Another good one was Dallas Keuchel. Did anyone see Dallas Keuchel? Big D.
That's a good one. I think that's one of my favorites.
I don't know how that passed either.
The Braves really killing it when Melancian and Big D.
I know.
Dallas Keuchel.
Yeah, they're also really killing the Mets over the weekend. So
that is true. But for the segue into the Schmets this weekend, I call them the Schmets because I use it to make fun of them. But
Jordan's been
right now for the past weekend.
For the past
3
weekend,
games,
we can call them the
whatever
Schmets.
you want.
But the Mets this past weekend, we mentioned it on Friday's show. It was the beginning of their first set of huge series. They started
the Indians one was a huge series, just in the way of it was a great team.
But now you're playing teams you're competing
with.
Yeah, now you're competing again. You're playing the Braves, Cubs, Phillies, and Nationals. All teams you're competing with currently. First series at home against the Braves, a team they just can't seem to beat. And first game right off the bat, they had I think 3 chances in extra innings, 3 innings in the extra innings to win it. Runners in scoring position with I think less than 2 outs and maybe 2 or 3 innings in extras, and they couldn't do it. I was watching. It was painful. I'm like, the Mets are just one inning after another, blowing it a chance to win.
So,
and these were wins they were getting leading. Like they were getting those big hits.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
They were on such a hot streak. You would see them go to extras, but we got this.
Every time they need a big hit, they
would feel like, they're going to win the game, which is unusual for the Mets.